Recently, I discovered a man by the name of Crookas Bellz. This isn't any ordinary man, however. This man claims he has found a sustainable way of harvesting infinite energy. Not solar, air, or fuel though. It's purely from methane bubbles within a pond. But what I've discovered in this documentary is nothing that I was expecting. This is Crookas Bellz, and this is his story. I met up with him early on a Monday morning, and I started the interview by asking him what his purpose truly was.
Well, I mostly play around in this here yard, as you can see. All sorts of fun scrap materials to mess around with, experiment with. I like to build little rocket ships, little rocket sleds, little rocket jetpacks, you know what I'm saying? I like rockets a lot. This lake over here is plenty of methane bubbles, natural sort of methane fuel. It's completely bio-friendly, completely eco-friendly, completely man-friendly, completely animal-friendly, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the gas companies don't want you to know about this, but you could just get bubbles from a lake and run your car on that. You know what I'm saying? You could just get bubbles from a lake and you could just run your jet fuel on that, you know what I'm saying? There's a vast conspiracy where they don't want you knowing about the methane bubbles. So go out to a swamp, go out to a bog, go out to a lake and look for bubbles.
So tell us, when did you make this discovery?
I knew this since I was a boy. I was about 8 years old, I remember. I was living out in Tantucket County. I'm sure you guys know that. You're familiar. I was looking out on a frozen old lake, you know, ice deadly frozen, you know, thick, 3 inches. And I saw a squirrel go out there, and he was sipping the bubbles. He was sipping the bubbles from the lake. And I said, what's that dang old squirrel doing sipping bubbles from a lake, you know? What's a squirrel got to do with bubbles from a lake?
Crookas failed to give me a clear answer on what he truly was doing, so instead I changed the topic at hand. Do you think you could just briefly describe to me the problem that you've been facing lately?
Yeah, well, this isn't, according to the state of New York, this isn't my land. They say this is federal or state or whatever the fuck they say. They say this is not my land.
Who says that?
I don't know, the government man, the fucking alphabet boys that come over here, they tell me what I can and can't do. So I hired a private investigator, and he's working on the case. He's not certified, but he does know a lot about the law. He does know how to sort of fix these sort of problems, know how to make them go away. I got him on retainer, you know. He's not very cheap, you know. I'm hoping he can fix this problem for me. He's a good friend of mine, and he got me out of a DUI case a couple years back, so, you know, I'm hoping we can work this out like gentlemen.
Has anyone contacted you recently in regards to vacating this land?
Mm-hmm.
How many times?
Down there every day now they come around. I'll be honest, I'm a little scared, you know. I'm a little scared someone's going to come and take me, you know. I see what they do. They got those big black vans. They know I'm talking about the bubbles out here. They know I'm talking about the bubbles. They know I'm talking about the gas. They know I'm talking about renewable energy. They've seen it themselves. They've seen what I got. That's why they haven't come and take me yet. They know what I got.
You don't think it's because you've been illegally squatting on this land?
I'm not squatting. I'm not illegally. I'm not squatting. I'm not illegally. I don't know what you're talking about.
After speaking with Crookas, I decided to wait around until the detective that he mentioned arrived. About an hour later, the detective did arrive to the scene, and I was able to get a few answers out of him. So, it was brought to my attention that this man has been squatting on this property illegally for over a couple of years now, claiming that the source of the methane is what's fueling his able to stay here.
Methane crap? He's been talking about that for a long time. I came here maybe once or twice before, and every time he says the same shit. He says he got family here, never seen no family. You know, I feel a little bit bad for him. I understand, you know, but he's a freak. He's a freak. And I'm here because I need to get him off this property. And if I don't soon, I could lose my job. So what I gotta do, I'm responsible for this mission. And if I don't get him out of here, I could lose my job. And that's really as simple as it is. I'd rather not get more personal than that. So, see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He's disturbing the peace. He's disturbing the peace.
After getting both sides of the story, I decided to ask Crookas to demonstrate his harvesting methods. To no surprise, these didn't make too much sense either.
So we're gathering bubbles, you know what I'm saying? Been talking about that. It's quite a simple process to get a bubble. You see that? They sneak up on you like that, they will. You gotta... I just missed them. Nope. Nah, you see him right there. Now he's diffused, so he's useless to me. Can't use him for fuel. Of course, there's a real big one right there. You can see it in the water. You can try to tease him sometimes. Come here, come here, come here. Now, sometimes I don't want to come. You know what I'm saying? Not today. Not today.
Now, after having Crookas trying to demonstrate his harvesting methods, I could clearly tell that this documentary was going to be a bust. But to my surprise, it was far from over. The detective from earlier noticed that his firearm had gone missing somehow, and looked to Crookas as his prime suspect.
Take my gun.
What
It's
do I need
not
a
in
gun
my
for? What
jacket.
do I need a gun for?
I don't know, but I can't find it.
You always
Where-
blame me for something. You're gonna hook me on this too, aren't you?
No, but I
You're
need
gonna
to
hook
know
me on
where it
this.
is, and did
I
you
took
take
your
it?
gun. Oh, I took your gun, officer.
Crookas.
Fuck am I gonna do with a gun?
Where
Huh?
is my
What
gun?
am I gonna do with a gun?
Crookas.
And just like that, this documentary derailed substantially. Crookas' PI managed to misfire the firearm at himself and accidentally took his own life. A short memorial took place afterwards, but the confrontation that follows is nowhere near the gravity of the previous incidents.
That didn't change who he was. God damn it.
Look, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. He wasn't supposed to get shot. I don't know what he was doing with the weapon.
Wasn't supposed to happen. You're right
Look,
about that.
You're right. It wasn't
right about
supposed to
that.
happen. It wasn't supposed to happen. I'll come
I don't
back
like guns on
another
my
day.
property. I don't
Okay?
like guns on my property.
I understand that. But
I don't
this
like
is
guns
also
on my
state
property.
This is state
I don't like
property.
guns.
This is state
I
property.
don't like guns, you motherfucker! You son of a bitch! You don't like fucking guns! You know I don't like guns! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! I swear to God! Come here! Come here, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!